All right, good people. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Guess what? We back. We back with another edition of Date Night. Date Night online tonight. Guess what? We got the fellas edition. I brought back 3 men. The last 3 men I talked to. Guess what? We're gonna talk tonight. We're gonna talk marriage, relationships, dating, all things. We're gonna come straight. Any questions that you may have, get in the chat. Make this. Hey, let's get the chat popping tonight. All right, let's get the chat popping. Because guess what? We're going to have an open forum tonight. And also, we want anybody that wants to jump in the chat and ask questions. You have 4 men that will answer the questions, whether it be dating, marriage, or relationships. Because we do have 2 young men that are married. We got 2 married men and 2 unmarried men all on tonight's show. So we're going to make it very, very interesting tonight. But before I start, you know how I always start. I say this is not a podcast. It's a platform. It's an open platform for people to come on and talk about whatever you want to talk. So guess what? If you want to come on and talk to us here on date night, just come on and hit me in the inbox and we will get it popping. So, and also, I am not an expert. I'm not a guru. I'm just a guy with a mic and an opinion. So either you can take it, find it for yourself, so we all can learn. So with that being said, let's go ahead and bring in the guests. I'm going to bring in the fellas all at one time. But first, we're going to start off with my man, Sid. What's going on, Sid?
What's going on? What's going on, boy?
There's a ready, City Freddy. What's up? All right. All right. Then guess what? We're going to bring my man, Perry, in. What's up, Perry?
What up, dude?
Perry got the stogie. Man, got the stogie tonight. It's over. It's over. And then we got another one, man, right here, L.A. Sledge.
What's up, people?
L.A. Sledge. All right. Uh-oh. We got a little feedback. That's all right. Let's do what we did before in the background, fellas. Here we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. So look, starting off with Sid, tell everybody about yourself, man. We're going to go ahead and get it started tonight. Go ahead and tell everybody about yourself, bro.
I'm Sid. I'm originally from Tupelo, Mississippi. Living here in Atlanta now. I've been here for about 3 years. Do a little stand-up, do a little podcasting. I host the poetry night on Wednesday nights, a little variety of things.
Right, hold on. We got the feedback going on. We almost got it together. It's all good.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out real quick. That's what make this thing live. Anything bound to happen. You don't know what you might see. All right. Hey, Sledge, tell everybody about yourself, bro.
Where we at?
I say, tell everybody about yourself. Where you
from?
Yeah. What you got going
on?
In
Atlanta, man. Born and raised in Atlanta.
Okay.
Vincent Sledge got 5 kids, 5 adult kids. You know what I mean? Part of this what platform, not podcast. Part of this platform called The Husband Show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and my man Perry and 2 other guys.
Okay.
Got a unique perspective on things from a husband's perspective.
Yeah, and you know what? And the thing about it is, it is an open platform for people to draw their own opinions and whatnot. And then also think about it from this perspective. These guys have an open line, so if you have any opinions, any things you may want to bring to the show, it's the Husband Podcast. It's on Facebook. What time y'all typically come on, Sledge?
What time we trying to do live? On Sunday at 5?
Yeah.
Sunday 5 o'clock. Okay, all right. And then last but not least, we got my man Perry. I know my man Perry trying to get everything situated. That's what it is. It's live, man. Hey, anything bound to happen. Tell everybody your name.
Yeah, I'm Perry.
Yeah.
I'm 1/4 of the Husband Show podcast.
Platform.
And, I'm sorry, platform. It's called the podcast, but it's on the platform. You're correct. That is correct, sir.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're just trying to give everybody the husband's perspective, man. It ain't rocket science, and we ain't reinventing the wheel.
Right. So how long you been married, Perry?
I have been 25.
25. What about you, Sledge?
24.
Hey, Sid, you've been married before?
I was married before. How
long you been married?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. Okay, I was married for 6.5. Divorced now for 4. How long you been divorced, Sid?
I've been divorced since 2000.
2000. Okay, so all right. So man, 24 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, check it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something different tonight. All right, and what I'm gonna do is this is gonna be an open platform. So again, tonight definitely be a platform. I ask each gentleman. I'm gonna be in the back front seat. I don't know if they make those, but goddamn it, they make it tonight, right? And so I'm in the front back seat, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with let's start with Sledge, man. Each gentleman, I ask each gentleman to come up with 2 topics, anything that we want to discuss. This is gonna be an open conversation. So also in the chat, if you got any questions, again, let's get the chat popping so we can go ahead and get these things answered and all the things that people want to know. All right, go ahead, Sledge. Go ahead. What's your first topic, bro?
You.
Sledge.
Oh, it's on me?
Yeah, your first topic.
Yeah.
Bro.
First topic. First thing I came up with would be a question for the fellas. That would be: would you rather have a woman that wants you or a woman that needs you?
All right. So the question is proposed is for the fellas is: would you rather have a woman that wants you or needs you? Said. That's one of the single guys on there, man. Go ahead and answer that for my man. Your thoughts.
I feel like I would rather have. I don't know. I think I would rather have a woman that wants me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because she that means she's choosing to be here. Because she can need me, and then it's saying as soon as somebody else that can provide more, she's going off of her needs or whatever. Her needs might grow. If she gets used to this style of lifestyle, then she want more and more and more. But as long as she want me, regardless if I'm at the top or in the middle or at the bottom, she want me. So I can rock with that a little longer.
Yeah. I would probably say I'd rather have a woman that wants me, right? With certain needs, but I'm gonna start off with by saying about who wants me because I think the greatest thing that a woman can give is her nourishing. You know what I mean? Her being able to nourish a man. I would want her to do that, right? Because that will allow her to give the fullness and bring a much joy around the house. You know what I mean? We go out here and we hunt, we kill, we bring it home, we put it on the table, she cook it up, right?
Right.
So I definitely would want her to have that nourishing type of vibe when I come in. You know what I'm saying? So I hope she would want to do it because I don't need it. Because real quick, I'll definitely say this: with me getting married late, meaning that when I got married when I was 38, for me, I know what it is to take care of myself without that. You see what I'm saying? Now, a woman is definitely a compliment to to the house now. But if by chance, because I don't settle, but if by chance, if I have to do it by myself and not just put anybody in it, then I'm gonna continue to take my time with it.
Gotcha.
All right, Perry, what you go ahead, man. How do you kind of apply that to the married part, the want or the need?
Would you rather have a woman that wants you or a woman that needs you?
Well, it's so funny that we're talking about that because when I met my wife, she was already established, had a house, 2 new cars, and she definitely didn't need me. So give me the want over the need any day.
Yeah.
I think you're setting yourself up for a rocky road any other way. But yeah, I take that.
Right.
And that affection. Gotta have that affection.
Okay. Yeah, affection is definitely important.
Big time.
Yeah. And the understanding. The affection.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We only ask for a whole lot of understanding.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this: we men, Okay, so let's be fair. We're gonna be fair on both sides. Yes, you say men are difficult. We say sometimes women are difficult. As long as we can respect that, we good. But understand women that we are simple.
Mm-hmm.
Don't overthink it.
Right. Very uncomplicated.
Yeah, right. I think that women sometimes can overthink what some stuff you just ain't gonna be able to figure it out.
Right.
Some things you ain't gonna be able to figure out. Just use your own intuition, your own discernment on who to give it to.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck can give it to.
Yeah, so that was the first one. I got another one too.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, hell, let me answer my own question, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Go ahead, answer that question.
So yeah, I think it would be more. I'd rather her want me because at some point maybe that need may wear off. You see what I'm saying? Then what we got?
Right.
So yeah, I think I'd rather her want me than need me.
Yeah.
Or actually about 50-50.
50-50.
Right.
Yeah,
50-50.
yeah, but the order of law would be the one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people do what they need to do and it's uncomfortable.
Very.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a little bit uncomfortable. So that's the downside of the needs. But go ahead, man. We're interested on your next one, bro. That was a great one.
Oh yeah. Okay. The second one would be, as men,
Okay.
how do we move past unresolved traumas and past experiences or failed relationships?
Okay, repeat that one more time.
So as men, how do we move past unresolved traumas, past experiences, or failed relationships?
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tackle it. It's owning my shit first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
I gotta own my shit.
There
You
you
know
go.
what I mean by owning that is meaning that I have to realize my part, good, bad, or indifferent, and do my own checks and balances.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they say sweep your porch before you try to sweep somebody else's porch.
Right.
Yeah. That I would definitely say that's how I would do that. And then once I decide, okay, did I do my best? Right. And I've gotten to a point where I say, yeah, if I did my best, then anything that happens after that, it's just what it is. Where's the lesson? And if I didn't, I just have to say, hey, what can I do better so I can be better? You know what I'm saying? Especially as I get older, because right now I feel that there's no room for error being a single man. You know, there's no room for error right now. Any decision I make can put me at a time capsule where I may not be able to recover at this age.
Gotcha.
So that's how I move past it, by looking at myself, acknowledging what I did. Right. Even if I allowed somebody to do it to me, I still was in the presence of the bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's how I get over it.
Yeah. And I was gonna say that too, about whether traumas in self-inflicted or did people bring them on me. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big point you made of, like, even if I was part of the problem, which 9 times out of 10 you probably are, knowing that I did it, I think I can fix it. But it's like somebody else did something to you, and you're not dealing with them no more, so you're not gonna talk to them. You're not having any kind of communication with them. How in the hell do you get past that? I can talk to Vince about it.
Yeah.
That's not. I still haven't talked to that person.
Yeah.
So
No doubt.
like, that's a sticky one right there, brother Vince.
Yeah, I know it, man. I know it.
Right. Say it. I want to hear your thoughts on that, bro.
I mean, I feel like I was gonna say the same thing. You got the MJ album up over your shoulder over there.
Hey, man. Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga don't forget about the tiger now. The tiger set it off. The nigga had a tiger on his leg. Come on, bro. That shit was hard, man. Nigga had a tiger on his leg with the white suit on, bro. Come on, man.
Boy.
Go ahead and say it.
Oh, but it just starts there. It starts with that self-accountability, and really, like anything, I just see myself for years, or even going into like a new relationship or whatever, I would just be like, oh, she did this and this to me, and da 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 da, and giving the new girl the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Just blabbering off, where my triggers are and whatever it is. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even really take a break between these two people to even focus on what I did to. All the arguments and toxicity just build up. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at, at this or that, because at the end of the day, that one intuition, because we always have it. There's always that one little voice in your head that kind of gives you an out or lets you know when you about to cross the line. We just play with fire until, you know what I'm saying? Those are those self-inflicted traumas. You know what I'm saying? And then the ones that are the traumas that are put on us by other people It's just when we have to realize, we have to also understand you were helpless in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was supposed to be there for you. That means that somebody that's close to you or whatever it is wasn't doing it. And that's not to lay blame on people or whatever, but that's just your self-forgiveness. That's just, look, you didn't understand. It was what it was at the time. Forgive yourself at that time for not being able to speak up for yourself or take care of yourself. You know? And then when you face those types of things, you start the whole full circle healing process.
Man, and you know what? You're right. Because let me tell you something. The thing that held me bound to a situation which was a marriage that didn't work out, was the fact that I felt like there was a guilt for me not forgiving myself. I there were times I knew I should have left, right? And I was like, I said to myself, I was like, I got up, I couldn't forgive myself that I didn't listen to myself.
Yeah.
That was probably, so I had to let that go. You know what I mean? I had to let that go, and that's what helped me get past the trauma too. I wanted to add because he said something about that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vince. How you tackle that?
I mean, I think before you can move on to something new, man, you should always do a little self-reflection and realize what role you played in whatever happened. You know what I mean? Whether it was good or whether it was bad, you got to own your shit, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to be able to own your shit. And as men, a lot of times we'll suppress that shit, man, and then move on to the next. And then that shit rears, its little ugly head, 6 months in, and we trying to figure out what the fuck happened. When it all boils down to you didn't, like I say, you didn't handle that. You didn't self-reflect and figure out, the cause of that shit before you moved on to the next person.
Right. What they say, getting under just to get over. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
bad. It's a bad thing to do. Men and or women need to definitely under over stuff. It's a mask. It's a band-aid over a stitch.
Yep.
It's a band-aid over a stitch.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna tackle some of these. Okay, so let's go back. I'm gonna tackle some of these. Boom. Some of these are right here.
You see them?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Mate, I'm gonna be simple. It's so crazy and subjective. I guess. I mean, it's simple and it can be if it's subjective to the other person, but to you, if you're crazy or not. You need to do some things for yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yes, it can be subjective for someone else because they may feel you may be crazy, but you may be sane, but you know yourself, right? So I'll just say, and I think that was according to men being simple. I'll just say we know ourselves. So guess what? We are simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it may be difficult to you. That's the part that we got to understand. And but at the end of the day, it's not for us to really try to. We should understand, but not try to what fellas, help me out.
Overstand
Who you are.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't never try to do it. At this point in life, ladies, especially at this age, I'm like, I ain't trying to understand what you just said, baby, but okay.
But okay. Hey, I told you last week, that's where I'm at with it, bro. That's where I'm at with it.
Okay.
I think that's where it comes in, as when we say men are simple, the women are like, well, that's such a broad topic. But for us, it's hand-eye coordination. You know what I'm saying? If I shoot this ball this hard, it's gonna go this far. You know what I'm saying? It's like wrestling by precision. But that's why a lot of times your girl come home for the day, she run about how she don't like this one, that one, and whoever going on at work, and you see the answer. You see, hey, you know the answer to the problem, but they don't want to hear that. That's why they the logic of a man is simple. Like if it's A plus B equals C type of thing. But they are the emotional, we can learn to listen to them and just kind of like glean out the things. But if our faces looks like this, we say with this tone, you do it like this, does this mean something and that means something? And they get all wrapped up and complicate themselves by overthinking. No, I was quiet because I just came home from work and I just wanted to.
Exactly.
That's the biggest one.
It's children.
Oh my God. Okay, so help me out, ladies, and we're gonna get to some more. I see some more questions in chat. I'm gonna get to them, but here's the thing, right? I think, fellas, and maybe y'all can help me with this, and we don't know, but if a woman in chat says I'm correct, put yes. If not, say no. So I'm gonna say this. I think because we don't say nothing, and they're trying to figure out where we at, right? It's like a pricking. It's like pricking at us, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that? Like
Yeah.
more so, yeah. We're not quiet because we don't like you. Just give us a minute.
Just give us a minute. And hey, I go back to the old Wanda Sykes joke when she said that's why men like football, because it's either you win or you lose, and all the shit in between that you don't understand, you got a referee to explain it.
Right.
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 For real. For real.
That's right.
For real.
Right. Okay. So look, we got one young lady. Boom. Men really are simple though. 100. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go back and tackle this one right quick. You said you didn't listen. What were the type of thoughts you were having? Well, real quick, I sat and listened to myself when it was time for me to go, and something spoke in my ear and it says time to go. I sat on it. I did the opposite. Right. But when I heard it, it was the right thing to do because I'm gonna be honest, my life took off. So I heard it the other time. I had another opportunity to hit myself, and I had to follow myself. And because I followed myself at that point, everything worked out in my favor. But before then, I just sat in it, knowing that I needed to go.
Knowing.
Yeah. Sad.
Shame on you.
Same on me. Right. Acknowledging your own stuff is key. Sometimes that stuff needs to be therapists for help sort it out. But acknowledging the step one, and I think if you can do that, you can get clearing the stuff that causes other issues. Okay. Just tuned in. I'm trying to catch up. That's what your ass get late for church. God, I mean, you coming here after she coming here after offering. She's gonna come in for the damn singing in the damn
Right.
in the preaching. When it was time to get the money,
walking through.
Yeah.
She's trying to get the money too much. She just walked in. It's all good, man. Hey, welcome down the wall. Hey, this is one of my good peoples out there. Anyway, all right, Perry, what's your 2 questions, man? Let's move on. I think that was pretty dope, man. I like those questions. You had
Okay.
gave some good insights on men, man.
From a married guy, and I'm asking this to the guys that are maybe you're already married or you trying to get back down that road.
Okay.
Do you honestly think the affection can last the entirety of the marriage? So no matter if it's 10 years, 15 years, 25 years, 30 whatever. Do you think that affection can sustain that? Does it fade and we just go about our everyday and keep it trucking because we are married men? Or what do y'all think about that?
Who wants that one first?
Okay, I think business is always first.
You know, it's like, do you believe in heaven? I'm like, I ain't never been there, but it might exist. I don't know, bro.
hey, I got to a point now, man. It's really the business first, and the affections will last.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. I think it can last if the business lined up. Sometimes the business, the bottom line, get kind of short, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then the affection get a little bit short, right? Yeah. So guess what? We got to tackle and get the business back, right? So get the affection to balance it all out again.
Right.
So it's gonna be ups and downs.
That's what I tell a lot of guys.
Right.
Like, you got to realize, man, women are set up. Everything has to be firing on all cylinders for them to want to be able to go, to that, nasty time.
Right.
You can't have late bills thinking you about to smack him up tonight. That's not happening.
No, sir.
Right.
No, sir.
Right. Go ahead, say it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a big key of it, because I feel like sometimes we emphasize that intimacy part way, you know what I'm saying? But you're not focused, you're not looking at the business part, you know what I'm saying? Like, not for nothing, shit, life happens, but you find time to set aside together and you come to that. And then that's what makes that part last longer and longer. And when you really get together, you really got that connection with each other, knowing that, we still about our business and we ain't just focused on, fanning this flame with one little log. This ain't the only log that builds a fire. You need for that. You need some business mindset. You need some time and some individuality. You need this whole thing, you know what I'm saying, to make it really go somewhere.
Right.
Yep.
And just to add, I don't even get to a point in my life now, bro. If you ain't aspirations and things you want to do is fine. At this age, it's got to be, for me, aspirations and you already doing the work. that's gonna work for me at this point.
Right.
Right. I can't support any dreams if I don't see no movement. And I would hope that if it would apply to me too. Let's balance it out. If I'm being stagnant, lady, or who,
Right.
That's on you. You got to make decisions, but understand that ain't for your best bet to deal with people who just have dreams and aspirations. Ain't no work at this age. It ain't. It is what it is. They should already be in motion.
Right.
You should already be in motion. You should be able to see some before you even decide to even entertain it when at this stage in life. Because again, the wrong person, the wrong situation can set you back.
Right.
Even for women. Even for women.
Right.
Go ahead, Vince. You answer his question, bro.
Being able to sustain.
Yeah.
Boy.
You been sustaining, nigga.
Hey, that shit right there, bro. Because everybody, I mean, we can all agree that you're gonna have highs and lows. You're gonna have lulls in the relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Things will become repetitive. You just gotta find a way, man, to renew that motherfucker. You gotta recycle that shit.
Right.
You got to
Whatever.
mine though. That's mine though. It don't matter. It's mine though.
Yeah.
Hey, that was hard for me, bro. I'm telling you. Just imagine, man, living La Vida Loca to 38, right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden have to say some shit. You know what I mean? Like that was the biggest. That was the biggest thing for me, bro. The biggest thing for me is learn how to share.
Or coming from a situation where maybe the new situation is great, everything's fine, but you think about that one thing from the old relationship that used to happen, and you
can't live without
and it's gone forever.
Can't live
because
without
you're happy, so you be fucking happy over here.
Man,
can't live without it.
Man, yeah,
man.
Go ahead,
Hey, but
Perry,
man, that shit takes work on both sides, though.
Hey, let everybody know how long you've been married, Vince. I don't think some people might not have seen. They might have came to church Sunday before.
Oh yeah, me it's been 24.
24. How long you been knowing your wife?
Knowing my wife?
Yeah, knowing. Go ahead and tell them. I know,
man. That's like 30 something years, fucking fifth grade.
What fifth, bro? That's more than 30. That's damn near 40 something years.
40 something years. That's a long time. It's a long time.
Damn. I only
we met in 1986.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
40 years. Nigga. Almost 40 years.
Long time.
Hey, what about you, Perry? How long you been knowing your wife currently?
Been knowing her 26, been married 25.
There you go. That nigga said he knew.
I get straight to it.
I got straight to it.
Yeah.
Hey, Perry
No
look like
hesitation.
one of the type of dudes that'll hit bop over the head and put it over his shoulder. And next thing you know, she wake up. She wake up at the altar and be like,
"Hey, you married now?
Yeah,
that's right.
You married now."
Oh, shit.
All right, what's your second question, bro?
All right, the second question.
Or your second
I have
topic.
to ask me. Are we talking about men of a certain age or just
anything we want to talk about? How you see it don't even matter.
Okay. Well, what I see is, I think a lot of men our age, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, are scared of PDAs, public displays of affection. Am I wrong? 'Cause I'm a PDA guy.
You know what? I can't even say that I am, and I ain't. I guess for me, it's just whenever. It's just the moment. You know what I mean? I guess I have to catch the moment. I'm the catch the moment, dude.
Okay.
Right.
Sometimes you might miss me. Sometimes you might miss me.
Oh, so
I'm saying I don't see a lot of guys holding hands, kiss your girl in public, kiss her on the cheek, move that hair out of her eye, or move her eyelash out of her hair.
I guess with me it depends on what you consider affection. Because I'll smack her on the ass in a minute. I don't give a fuck where we at.
PDA?
That's affection, yeah. Yeah.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
But hey, what about you? Say you hold hands in the park, bro?
At the front of not the back of the park, not the front. I'll hold your hand for this little 15 foot And oh, what happened? Oh, that's over there. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, man. I mean, I ain't okay. So let me take it to the next level. So I wouldn't even say that I'm into like kissing in public. I mean, that's affection, maybe holding hands, but I ain't finna just be.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not finna
I
be,
feel like I'm
be
too
all
old for
like
that
that.
shit.
Yeah, man, too that.
Yeah, no, not all that cause shit. That's
Yeah,
taken away from what's gonna happen later on. It ain't gonna be
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah,
Right.
I might throw you a little side lip, baby. Mwah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, if I do too much anyway, she gonna call me out. She gonna be like, "What the fuck? Like, we don't do this." Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there's other ways of showing affection too, though.
Yeah,
You know.
it is. It is.
Pay a
It
light
is.
bill.
Hey, hey, look, I'm out of time. I'm out of turn, but I gotta say this. What is your definition? Let's start off with Perry. What's the definition between sex and intimacy?
Mm.
The difference between to me,
Sex and intimacy.
Sex is, that's the actual physical act to me.
Okay.
But intimacy, man, that shit could start that morning when you brushing your teeth, you walk by and just rubber, you know what I'm saying? Or just get a gentle kiss on the neck. So it's definitely a difference. Oh, Mr. Gentleman, it's a difference.
Right. Preach on it, man. You think we kind of lost on that as men?
Big time. Yeah, I think everybody's numb to it now because everything's on these phones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can see anything, you can get anything. People are willing to do almost anything. So yeah, we lost that. I don't even know how to get that back.
Yeah, I think it's not coming back.
Yeah, I think the intimacy is definitely being served over the net for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, digital intimacy.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
cyber sexy Susie went walking through your lap. Digital good times.
Oh, what was that? That Digital Underground song?
Synthesizer. Outkast.
Sex package. Yeah.
Hey, Outkast said it too. Digital good times. Cyber sexy Susie went walking through your lap.
Yeah, but I think it's gone, man.
Yeah, I think that, but the intimacy is more important, like they're saying in the comments, than the actual act of sex. You know what I mean?
Right. To me,
the build up to me is more, more important.
Yeah, both are necessary. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're necessary. But it's so funny for me, man. I mean, okay, I'm gonna speak on me. It definitely took me a long time, and I'm still, I'm still working through that. Just being a man. You know what I mean? Just being a man and being honest.
Right on.
I'm working on that, but I can say I'm starting to understand it a little bit better. But it's kind of hard to get something you ain't never really saw or had, though, bro.
That's true.
I get that.
You know what I mean? I didn't never see it too much in the house when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would say a lot of how I treated women, a lot of it came from trial and error with women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like trial and error, just thinking this this ain't the right thing to do. But I learned the most from women that had a father in their life.
Mm-hmm.
They put you on point. What about you? Say, I mean, what's the difference with that? Like dating a woman that's had a father in their life and those who aren't.
I mean, there is definitely a difference in it.
Right.
I mean, and not necessarily, or really, you're saying you say your father. You know what I'm saying? That some of them might have a dad, like not necessarily father, so it's not necessarily just about having a male figure around. You know what I'm saying? That's going to guide her and be there. But yeah, there is. Even in dealing with the two types, you know what I'm saying? Like I could tell, you know what I'm saying, the boundaries and the steadfastness of a girl who had, a good male role model in her life, you know what I'm saying, and what she was doing and where she was in her life. And, I had to step my game up to try to talk to her. But whereas, if she didn't really have that foundation in her life or whatever, that doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, she would be, I would be kind of, hey, yo.
On your shit. You'd be on your shit too with them, yeah.
Chill out.
Yeah. Hey, Perry, your wife, her father is a major influence in her life.
He was, yeah, he was, but I think he died when she was, I want to say 12. But yeah, he like big time. She was the daddy's girl, so yeah.
And what did you see that kind of remind you of her being on that wavelength? Like, what did you see?
Just kind of some of the way she is with me, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the things she might say if I ask her a question, the way she might answer it, like just some of the, I don't want to say it's the usual, you know how we like to give each other roles and shit like that, but it's just like
Gender roles.
it's easy. Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
It's never been a fight. I'll put it like that.
That's the most
Yeah.
important thing.
Yeah.
What about yours? So your wife's father has a heavy influence on her life, or
Heavy.
Mm.
Heavy. And I'll be honest with you, man. The first fucking 15 years, I always felt like I was in competition. You know what I mean? I never felt like, I could do enough to live up to this fucking legend.
Yeah, right. It's a legend.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that just made me go harder, man. It just made me go harder. You know what I mean? It went from, and we've had these discussions. I think, I can say this without fear of getting smacked upside the head. But yeah, we've had discussions like when I would say shit, like initially when we first got married, it wouldn't be true unless he seconded.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, I had that to deal with. But I mean, we worked past it. You know what I mean? I showed her I wasn't gonna be a lousy husband or a lousy father. And I could fill those shoes. You know what I mean? I took care of her, so
Yeah. And you know what, ladies? Guess what? Now flipping to the dating side on this. Every man ain't your daddy, right? We're not going to be able to reach that potential, right? He has an extra love and care for you that, in the beginning, we will not be able to supersede, right? Because you coming off that, and automatically your father has the advantage because he was with you from the time that you were a baby up to the time you have an adult. He knows how to exactly handle you and give you the things that you need. Unfortunately, men that you meet in the beginning of dating is not going to be able to equal to that. It's not fair. You got to be able to set the tone, and like they always say, and we got to stop using words and saying things if we don't apply it. One of the things that we always have to say is you have to teach people how to treat you. Facts. Because if we use everything on the last person, then you wouldn't be ever happy. So you got to retool us. You got to be able to rewire us to get us to where we need to understand you. You know what I mean? I think sometimes in dating that happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Sid, turn your phone to the. Yeah, there we go. All right, now Sid, I see you. Hey, my man Sid got the got the paper, and there you go. My Sid got the paper and pencil.
Yeah,
I like that. So let's go and hit some.
Got his notebook.
Hey, I got mine too, sir.
Hey, look, check this out. Let's go back to some of these comments. I don't keep people comments. I'm loving this. Male insight intrigues the fuck out of me. This is really interesting. All right, appreciate it. Right. He had to be willing. Okay, so we told the father. This is much more important than the act of sex. Fellas, you see that? You can juggle all night. If she ain't got the intimacy, that jugging ain't gonna be too much more.
No, sir.
You know what I'm saying? The intimacy keep it around a little bit longer. So if you fucking up,
that jug.
always preheat the oven. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. You gotta put. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, but Mark,
what's up, man?
Let me go back to something you said earlier.
What's up, bro?
About having examples of intimacy growing up, like things
Go
you
ahead.
saw, whatever, witnessed.
Right, go ahead.
Because I mean, my parents didn't show like affection in front of us. You know what I mean? And I was always, which was a misguided concept, under the thinking of as long as I pay these fucking bills, I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? And I had to learn that shit the hard way, bro. I had to learn that shit the hard way.
Right. Okay, so you would say only thing you saw was and all due respect, Tiffany Simon, I apologize, but I got to say something real quick. Bread. Here's the bread. Where's the head? Basically, what you gonna say.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, right. What you say?
Yeah.
What you say?
I bought the
What you
ring thing.
All right, do your thing. I got the ring. Now do your thing. Yeah,
That's
yeah, man. I know, and it's such a. You said it earlier. That's such a misguided concept. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it's good. The greatest thing is to be able to bring it to the table and her smiling and her feeling good about the situation. You know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest joy that we get. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And just to see her smile when we're able to hit those buttons. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So yeah, definitely. I didn't learn that either, bro. I didn't learn that. Sid, you got your paper and pencil, man. I see you strategizing over here, man. What's your two topics for today, bro?
What's that? Oh, well, the topic I had was name what are the 5 top qualities that you want in a woman. You know what I'm saying? For the married guys or whatever, to have those qualities. You know, did you find that in her starting out from jump, or have you learned over time that, or she just had the things that you wanted, automatically? You never did even have to think about it.
You want that one?
Yeah, I take that.
Okay.
5 of them. Well, there's definitely things I've learned over time because going back that far, I didn't know what the hell I wanted. I think I did, but I really didn't. But things I've learned, like, man, we already talked about this, Mark. You brought it up. You want somebody that wants you, not needs you. So they got to be a little self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we guys, we want that look. We want the look. Y'all know we like what we like. We
Right.
might not talk about it. Everybody might not know exactly what you really like in real life, but we like what we like. So if you're even in that realm physically, then you take the self-sufficiency, then you get a woman that's just kind. Just be nice, ladies.
Right.
Please, God, just be nice.
Nice.
That's one thing we really want. Kindness. Fellas, am I lying?
Oh,
Hey,
you got it.
Be fucking nice.
Be nice.
Well, that's
nice.
3.
That's
Everybody-
3.
That's 3.
That's 3.
For me personally, I like good hair. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And she had that shit. I'm sorry. So that's just personal. That's for me.
That's your own thing, man.
I'm trying to think of another because I don't like to get into politics and religion. So, though, if you can bring those 4 for me,
That's
you
good
got
enough.
me. Yeah, because I don't mess with you believe what you believe. As long as our relationship is good, I don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, 5. Let me see. 5. Okay, number 1, I guess for me would be loyalty. Yeah, you definitely got to be loyal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to worry about what the fuck goes on when I'm not around. Honesty. I hate a lying motherfucker, male or female. You know what I mean? I hate that shit. And I could tell prior to marrying her that she was nurturing. Like, I knew she would be a good mom. You know what I mean? And the plans were that, I always wanted a sizable family, not extremely large, but, a few little rug rats.
Yeah.
So that was important. And some of this shit is a work in progress still. I ain't gonna lie, 24 years in. But shit, I can't really think of anything else. Like you said, the hair. I gotta have the hair, bro.
I'm sorry.
I gotta have the hair, man.
What you mean by hair, bro? What you mean?
You better get back on there. You went up. Now you out. He can hear you.
Oh, hold on for a second. Do you bounced out?
Yeah, your screen went up. Can you see it?
There you
I
go.
can see y'all, yeah.
I got
Okay,
you. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right.
What about that hair, man? Let's get back to this hair.
And that goddamn hair, boy.
That shit's important.
What you mean, like the texture or something?
Texture,
Everything.
length,
Oh,
silkiness,
Smell, the whole 9.
softness.
Yeah,
Yeah, all that shit.
that shit's important.
I just want to lay in it.
you just want to lay in the hair.
I just want to lay in the house.
Right.
Where that come from? What was the name? Ray?
Andre 3000.
Yeah.
I just want to lay in the house.
That's what I'm saying, huh? Right. Hey, look. So for me, it's definitely ambition, right, and growth, right. That's important for me because shit, man, I'm a man that's always evolving, man. I need somebody to evolve with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, and especially, you know, while dating, that's one of the things for me, is keyed upon. You know, because it's scary for you know, being a person in sales or whatever and being able to succeed and people coming from a different aspect, you got to understand that there has to be a mindset that I have that everything's going to look different. And I need someone to understand that, because at the end, we're going to come out on top. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what it is. That's the game I've been playing forever. And for me to evolve is to understand that there's you know, you always feed yourself instead of somebody feeding you, right? Feed yourself. And to me, that takes risk, right? And the person involved understands that they may have to take a risk. You see what I'm saying? So all has to fall up under that for me. Another one is allow me to be me. You know what I mean? That's another one thing, right? Because I can tell you, bro, I'm loud sometimes. I may say some shit I ain't got no business saying. You know what I'm saying? I will admit my mistakes, but allow me to be me, because I think that men and women, but I only date women. So I'm going to say, we're going to talk about a woman. I don't need a woman that's going to look at me as a project.
No.
You know what I mean?
Not fixing me.
I'm going to put this on. I'm going to do this. You know, allow me to be me. And also understanding who you are as a person, as an individual. That's important to me. Understanding that, you know, when you have lows, you have to understand lows as I look at them. And I'm not saying you're supposed to look at the way I look at it, but a low is just a learning curve. Because sometimes, man, some people, men and women, but in this case, we're talking women. I need someone, if they go into the low, to understand how to get back high and don't fold. You know what I'm saying? Under chaotic situations, adverse situations.
Right.
Because we're gonna have adverse situations when we date. I'm gonna say something you don't like, and then vice versa, right?
Right.
I don't need you to be twisting your head and walking off in the middle of the conversation.
Right.
Hey, fellas, let me ask y'all something. How do you feel about you're in the heated discussion and a woman just decides to just walk out? Have y'all ever had to deal with that, and how do you handle it?
Just walk out.
Just talking and just turn away, or just don't even, you know,
I won.
Yeah.
The problem or the threat is gone.
It's gone. It's gone.
Right.
I don't know how we deal with that shit. Like just being dismissed.
But dismissive about your. How do you feel when you feel like your message is being dismissed by the?
Oh man, I hate that shit.
Yeah, because they do that shit.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
And then being married this long, you pretty much got the same message year in and year out. So you don't even want to hear that shit no more, really. But when they just be like, whatever, yeah, that shit do something to me, man. Do something to my spirit.
It gets to the point where it's so bad the kids don't even pay attention no more.
Right. That's just that nigga running off his mouth.
Hey, but you know what though? That goes back, like that is like this. At least, ladies, just at least look. You can turn if you're not. There's an automatic. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all in a secret, ladies. There's an automatic switch on our ears that we may turn on and turn off sometimes. Okay,
right.
So I don't need y'all to develop that.
Yeah, for real.
I need y'all to develop that because it works. It keeps peace in the house. Sometimes if you just hit that little button, you know, allow us to get it out, and we're gonna a real man to figure out if he right or wrong.
Yeah,
a real man's gonna figure out if he right or wrong. A little boy gonna always put it on you. Go ahead.
You see that question, Mark?
Okay, yeah. Which one?
The one allowing him to be him.
Yeah. How do you show you're supporting him by helping him see he may be embarrassing himself or not reading the room. Y'all pick that up, Sledge.
That's where the trust comes in.
Right.
Because I'm a big ass kid, but at the end of the day, she know I'm not gonna do anything to embarrass us.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? She can trust that I'm gonna do the right thing in any. I can read any situation and adapt.
Mhm.
That just comes from knowing. You know, we've been together so long. She know, you know, what I'm thinking before I think it. A lot of times she'll see some shit and be like, "Don't even fucking think about it."
Yeah.
Because she know what I'm about to do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
She got the X-Man energy on you.
Right.
X-Man.
But that's like a key to a good relationship though.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Right.
Like not embarrassing her in public, man.
Yeah.
Don't make her look stupid. Like that's half the fucking battle. If you can keep from making her look crazy in these streets, or now I guess social media, shit, you got it. Ooh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
You bet 1,000. I don't know.
Yeah, and in the way I'm reading this too, I'm gonna say this: support. Okay, so in allowing him to be him, how do you show you're supporting him by helping him see he may be embarrassing himself? Ask him what he's thinking.
True.
Ask him what he's thinking. Gain understanding on how he got there. I would say that's how you can support by saying, if you think he's embarrassing himself or he's not reading the room, you may need to do a check and see, okay, I noticed this. What made you
Right.
react or
Right.
operate like that?
Right.
I feel just even for the fellas, I feel that even when I don't agree with something that someone I'm dating or just friends alone, I want to know, how did you get there? Right? Because you know, one of the things they always say is that when you get ready to start, it makes sense in your head, but when you say it, sometimes it really don't make a whole lot of sense. Y'all ever experienced that? You be like, damn, that shit didn't even make no sense what I just said, right? So you got to almost do that to the person that you with. You got, even if you
Right.
don't agree, you got to be like, well, how did you get
Yeah.
there? Like, you got to explain,
Yeah.
right? They'll correct themselves.
Yeah. I mean, there's if he is embarrassing himself, let him embarrass himself. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you do that. I mean, like the walking away thing, it's more likely to escalate the situation. You know what I'm saying? Now it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you just stand there, keep the peace and let him embarrass himself, eventually he gonna. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That makes me quiet down a lot more than you walking away from me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you walk away, we gonna finish this conversation in the car or whatever. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I whatever you did to get me to that point. Because if it's at that point, really, there's something that needs to be said. I ain't just out here talking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say what I got to say eventually. But if you just sit there and calmly just look at me like, I'm gonna feel like, you know what, I feel stupid right now. So I'm gonna tone it down, and then I'll come to my senses. And all right, I was out of line or whatever it is. Now we can continue this conversation. Or to do it at a low tone if I really want you to listen to me.
Yeah.
Blank face. It's not gonna go well.
Yo, I can't get away with that shit because even when I'm done with the argument and I'll hang up, I might hang up in her face or walk out. Then we'll have a text argument.
Right.
Yeah,
And she'll fire them motherfuckers off rapidly.
I mean, man, pages.
Pages.
Hey, but you know what though? One of the things is that another test, ladies, you can really test where you at, especially in dating, or what kind of man you got by his ability to accept his faults. Right? Yeah. That's a good test when you dating. Like if y'all having a conversation and he did something and you know, again, you got to be clear where you at, but you know that that he may be doing something that may be embarrassing himself or doesn't really make any sense or whatever. If he never goes back to address it, then that's a great sign to know what type of man you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To as we say, man up. Right? That's the definition of man up.
Maturity level.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Maturation, motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. We want peace. We want peace. And men, if you want peace, you gotta be peace.
Right. You
gotta be peace. Because if not, you wrong. And then that justifies, no matter how wrong somebody is, you know, you can't give them justification by your actions.
Right.
For they'll be like, well, you messed up too. Well, at that point, y'all both in the wrong boat.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be the bigger person, as they always say.
Right.
Always.
That goes back to what we were saying earlier about that self-accountability, because if you take that self-accountability at the beginning of the relationship, you don't have to do so much of it at the end or
There
after
you go.
it goes bad. Accountability.
Mhm.
And if she's getting on your nerves, you ain't got to be, you know what I'm saying? If something in your mind say, I don't want to call her back, don't call her back. I don't care what the situation or whatever it is. Just have that self-accountability and take care of yourself, and you won't have to come with problems.
And everybody comes with something.
Right.
Mhm.
Everybody comes with something. You might need to find out what it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's what I said in the beginning, man. That self-reflection. You got to know who the fuck you are. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, look,
You
check.
might-
Go ahead, Vince. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, you might be doing some fucked up shit and have some fucked up traits and not even realize it. You think you're all
You
good.
think you smooth in the mouth?
Yeah. Yeah, that motherfucker
Right.
adjusting your tie and shit.
Yeah.
You should be taking that suit off.
Mhm.
Hey, look. So look, she says that we have known when we need to shut our mouth. That's a hard thing. My question for the ladies out there: why y'all allow? Listen, why do y'all allow? Y'all see things that can be detrimental to your friends of actually finding like potential mates. Why don't women correct that? You know. So, but let me ask this: why don't men correct it? Why don't men, like, that's one of the biggest questions. We see our partner out doing whatever, right? Why do men don't correct other men with false stuff?
Well, let me jump on that one.
Damn.
Let me jump on
Vince.
that one. Hold on. Because me and this dude right here would do that shit.
Okay.
And we've been doing that shit for fucking what, 20 years?
Right. Yeah.
See,
correct.
I mean, it ain't no sit down kumbaya.
Oh, no.
Shit like that.
No.
It's just some shit like
Nick,
Right.
what the fuck?
What? Right. Because women think that now what we don't do is meddle in somebody. We don't meddle in the
There you
business.
go.
We stay surface, right? We stay surface. We almost this is, and y'all fellas help me out. Correct me with this. Help me if I'm right or wrong. This is how we connect our homeboy. Hey, bro, you know you all right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how we do it. Unfortunately, because women are detailed, y'all need to actually be able to break it down to your homegirl why you shouldn't be acting a certain kind of way because you're not attracted to certain type of men. Because women are detailed, right?
Yeah.
So remember, we don't have to go into details. It's we talking about, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Women are not going to be, when y'all see self-destructive ways with your homegirls, please break it down and talk to them about it. That's so important. That's so important. Right. So hold on. She said, women quick to think that we're jealous when all you're trying to do is help them. Women quick to think we're jealous. Okay. All right.
She got a good point.
Yeah, go ahead. Touch that.
Hey man, I can't speak for the women, but that does make sense.
Okay.
If you trying to offer advice or, you know what I'm saying, speaking on how they act, and they may take that as being, jealous.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Look at Miss Hodge right here. They don't listen to y'all, and y'all have to what they want. You think they listen to us? I say my brother is they are not receptive most times.
Oh shit.
That's funny. That's funny.
Well, me and mine, dude, we don't allow foolishness. All right. That last one was funny though.
Yeah,
my own friends. Right. But and I get it. At least but you got to get the conscience off of you. I understand. They may not listen. At least you told them.
At least you told them.
Because sometimes people feel a certain kind of way when they do so, and they be first thing they say, "Well, why you ain't tell me?"
Yeah.
Right. So it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You damn if you do, you damn if you don't. All right. Hey, you had another question? Say it, right?
Well, I'm just gonna give my answer to the question, and then
then the next one. Go ahead, brother.
The next question was, do you think, as far as y'all married, do you think, or even Mark, do you think that the type of woman with any of these qualities, how hard is it to define a good quality wife these days?
Okay, define quality. What is your definition of quality?
These qualities and everything that we just got.
We just mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With that line up with that, you know what I'm saying? Mine was like, I want a mental connection. I want the nurturing. I want her to be have some individuality, have her own thing, but she ain't always like she got to me. I want her to have a willingness to follow. You know what I'm saying? And
Hey, man.
is that she got to be sexy, and that's my 5.
Hey, go ahead. Say it, John. You about to say something? You about to tell them something?
I was about to say I can't speak on that because I grew up with her ass, so I already knew she had the problems. You know what I mean? I knew about all the faults. I knew all that shit.
Right.
So, therefore, I have no excuse now. But yeah, you're right.
Right. Hey, so formulate that question again for me. How do we attract those women? Is that what you're asking?
Are they out there?
Are they there?
Are they there? Yeah.
I think they're there. There was a gentleman. Okay, so Friday, and I'm gonna call it. I'm sure he or she and everybody that was around gonna know who and what I'm talking about, because I'm just gonna keep it real. So I was hanging out once, and this guy was saying, this guy sitting next to me, he was saying, there's no good women in Atlanta, right? So I simply told him, I said, so what are you doing wrong if that's the case? You see what I'm saying? Obviously, if you running into the Saints, if you came to that conclusion that you got to find a woman outside of Atlanta, then you might be doing something wrong, bro. That's what I told him. You see what I'm saying? Because you blaming the women on Atlanta, but what's your conversation like?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? What are you saying? What's the icebreaker? Are you a what do you call it? A demobilizer? Do you not demobilize the situation when you see a woman not looking so happy? Do you not go there and make her smile, bro? What's going on? What we doing?
Right. What the hell kind of women are you looking at?
Are you looking at, and what kind of man are you to even? I told him I think it's your mindset, bro. I said the way you looking at it ain't right. I had to tell him, man. Unfortunately, it was other women around, but I had to lay it out because he said it around another bunch of women. So at this page, we can't have a side conversation because you didn't expose yourself. Now
I got it out there. It's over.
Now I gotta jump off the top rope like Jimmy Snoop Fly Slip on you. You know what I'm saying?
You getting your stank on me,
right? And I had to let him realize that maybe it's something that he's not doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so to answer your question, I believe they're out there, but I believe they're out there through my mind first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I will attract it. Because there was a point where shortly after my divorce, I started dating different types of women. And then eventually I had to realize it was a certain type. And I had to realize, shit, that was me. And then my whole misfortune turned.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I can speak on that for sure.
Right.
Yeah. If I was running the streets at that time after my divorce, guess what? I was running the streets too. If I was meeting women that was hurt, there were probably some things I was hurt in my own situation too. You know what I'm saying? Until that shit snatched me one time, bro. Then I was like, let me shake that shit off and get what I want. And it's been here. It's been what it is since. You know what I mean? So,
right, man, all I can say is trial and error, brother. Don't give up.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Don't give up.
I think there are women of those, those qualities that we like. They're out there, but they just getting outshined by the ratchets. That's all. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You don't see the wholesome good girls, on Instagram.
Right.
You're not gonna see them shaking their ass and doing all that. We're not gonna see them.
Not to knock on the ass shakers on Instagram.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No, that's what I'm saying. We talking about
I'm tired of it, bro. I'm almost tired of it, bro.
Needs those too, sir.
Yeah, but Vince,
everybody deserves a place on this.
You're right. Hey, but Vince, hey man, I'm almost desensitized now. I'm almost want somebody with fully clothed to walk through my Instagram now, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to see the women around my age, the as they call them, the gram moms, right? The grandmoms.
Yes.
And then you got the glams and the grams. The grams are the over 50 women that's still showing things, right, that they shouldn't be showing. Your grandson would be very, 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 very hurt and disappointed if he see grandmama twerking on the fucking ground.
Good God Almighty.
Yeah,
Can you imagine your grandmama, bro? Like when you growing up.
no. Hey, but grandma's now different than grandmas when we was kids, man. You gotta admit.
Oh, man.
It's different.
Grandma 35.
Right, she's 35 years old. Shit,
I'm talking about the ones that's
60.
I'm talking about the ones that's 48 and up. Them ones.
Okay.
I ain't talking about the third. I understand, I understand that other stuff, but we talking about the 48s and 50, shaking it and showing revealing things and wondering why your inbox blowing up.
Man, what? And then talking about stay out my inbox, please.
Please. See this ass?
And take this inbox.
Right.
Yeah, right. But what about so Perry, the things that how did you kind of feeding off his question and definitely turning into the marriage end, how did you what was there you wanted before you met your wife a year and then you got married? What was there and what wasn't there out of the things you wanted as a woman, and the things that wasn't there, how did you replace it? How did you feel about replacing something or dropping it?
It's because it's funny because she will tell anybody she never wanted to be married, didn't want to be married. When she was growing up, you know how little girls play wedding day and all that. She was like, she never did any of that. So the fact that we're even married is crazy. But what like she's just authentic as hell, man. Like we both grew up in Detroit, but she grew up kind of over in Ann Arbor. So she had a different little talk when she, came back to Detroit. It wasn't the same, you know what I'm saying? But she still talks like that to this day. And I'm like, dude, when I met her, like a couple days later, I'm like, man, can you cut the act? Because I know you don't talk like that.
Right.
But yeah, that Valley Girl shit. Yeah, but she's just authentic, man.
Mm-hmm.
Authentic, man, and shit. Never was any kind of pressure. Like, it was never a problem. We never had no drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. Like, all the things you think comes with young love in the inner city. It didn't. It didn't.
Right.
So, yeah.
Hey, look, check this out. Go ahead, say it.
I'm supposed to be where y'all at, but I'm not. I'm like starting over. So for me to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's the point? Because I'm not going, like to get that bond and to get that closeness.
Yeah.
By the time I get good, we're gonna be too old to enjoy it.
He got a point.
He got a point, but hey, man, I say shoot for it though.
Yeah, for real, man.
Yeah. Shoot for anything you want in life, man. If that's what you want, you definitely gotta go get it.
All what you make it, of course,
It's all what you make it, man.
Yep.
So look, check this out. Then I got something different for y'all too in a minute. That's why I like the way sometimes I do stuff. I want to fly off the cuff. But let me read this right quick. Remember, women, that our men's safe place should be their home. We should be their peace. Yeah.
Yeah.
And fellas, you got to be peace in order to get peace.
Yeah.
Don't get it. Hey. So look, check this out. Said, you got anything else, bro?
No, that's it.
All right, I got something for y'all real quick before we end. I got something that I just threw in at the top. So I got this thing right here. I said I'm gonna do this right here. We're gonna have some fun with this one. I'm gonna do this right here. I'm gonna bring out one of my top 10s. Boom.
Okay.
So check it. So this is one I did before. I'm gonna run it back. We got men in here. So this one's called Mark Top 10. When women say blank and men think blank. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when women say this is what we think, right? So here's how I run it. So my top 10, sometimes what I end up doing, which I'm gonna get back on. I got several of them. They're on Date Night Online. So basically, what it is that I read articles or whatnot. They're not really in order, but these are the top 10 things that I saw that were interesting. And then we speak on it. That's how typically my top 10s go. So guess what? I got 4 guys on here. Okay. And guess what? We're going to see how we can speak on it or maybe even add to. So this right here, Mark's top 10. When women say blank, men think blank. Number one, boom. I'm going to take a special man to deal with my mess.
You fucking crazy.
Yeah, hold on.
My bitch.
Hey, speaking of truth, look, I know that's your reaction, but speak on it, man. What does that say to you when you hear a woman say, "Oh, you're okay"? So look, check it. I'm gonna say this. Not even when you hear women say that, and guess what? First, let me ask the married fellas this, and then say you can definitely answer on this. Okay, if you know, and this is almost would be in the realm of your a friend that your wife has that you know that she would say something like that. Right. What's the first thing you think as a married man? Say?
Shit.
Now she's your wife friend.
Wife friend?
A friend that you because everybody has that. It's even the girlfriend. You got that one girl that their mind just say something like that. They would say something like that.
And she's got friends that will say shit like that, but knowing them, I'm thinking that maybe they may be worth the fight.
You think?
Some of them.
I mean, some of them are worth the fight.
Yeah.
So you think men? So you think in this case, it takes a special man to deal with my mess. You think that some are worth fighting that may have that mentality?
Yeah.
Fighting for? Okay, that's interesting. What about you, Perry? What about you, bro?
I ain't fucking with it.
What would you tell your wife? What would you tell your wife if she had a friend that said it's gonna take a special man to deal with my mess? What would you think? That's your wife's friend.
Don't bring her around none of our shit, because I don't want you meeting none of my friends, because I don't want none of the shit that's gonna come with your shit. For you to even say some shit like that out loud and everybody know it, man, I can't deal with that. No. Yeah. I'm gonna need her to unfriend her.
Say it, what you think, say it.
I'm like, you right. Go find them. It ain't me.
Go find his ass.
Go find it. That take a special man. My mess, get the rolling their head and all that stuff right there when they say that shit.
Right.
I said, you
Too
right.
much, man.
He's a man that don't know what's going on. He might be blacked out or something right there. You right. All right, number 2. What's number 2? Boom. I really don't need a man for anything.
Wow.
What do you think when a woman says that? You hear women say that. What do you? I don't really need. Like, how much of a lie that is? Be my answer.
That ain't nothing.
My first question would be: describe anything. Explain what that means.
Okay, there you go.
Like, you don't need me for shit. Like nothing. Seriously?
Right. That's a hard pill to swallow. Right?
That's confusing. That's quite confusing.
What about you, Sid? When you hear a woman say that, what first thing you think, bro?
I'm like, nah. You need a man for everything. You gaslight me to feel like you don't need nothing, so I'm like trying to give you what you don't need in the first place, and whatever it is. And you just like, I never asked you for nothing. I don't need nothing from you. That type of thing. So red flag. All right, you right. Again, you right. So I'm gonna leave you alone. You don't need me for nothing. I'm gonna go find somebody who, you know what I'm saying? And that starts with going back to one. If she's already saying she don't need you for nothing, that means she don't want you for nothing.
Right. Somebody said number 2, scoring, and she don't really know herself. Damn. Well, facts. You are scoring. You need somebody. And ladies, the way this world's shaping up, you better find you a man to get up under. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna get hard, and we both can compliment each other during these times, right?
Yeah.
But
times like this,
man, you don't want that shoulder by yourself. You don't want to shoulder that shit.
What was that shit they used to say during COVID on every commercial? Now more than ever.
Oh,
right. Now more than ever. We see how the world is shaping up, and then inflation, all this other stuff we got to deal with. And like I always say, my biggest saying is that, that pressure for the hips and not the shoulders, man. That's the type of pressure. You don't want that. You don't want to shoulder all that pressure. So you do need a damn man. Right. For something. I don't hang with other women. I don't hang with other women. Right? I don't hang around other women, right? Like, because You know, some women say that in the mindset.
Some women say that.
Huh?
Some women do say that.
Yeah.
My wife
Yeah.
used to say that before she started hanging with other women.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. To me, when I hear that, it's almost like, I mean, what is it? What is it about women that don't allow you to hang out with them? Right.
Right.
That's a weird statement, man. That's a weird
It
statement.
is.
Yeah, yeah, but they always say, you know, it's better to have a male friend than it is a female friend.
And they wear it like a badge of honor. I don't hang with women.
Right, but it's
Right.
got to be something. It's got to be something that they can pull from a sisterhood, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
At some point,
even some wrong shit.
even
For
some
real.
wrong
Like,
shit.
goddamn, go be
Right.
with your people. But my
Yeah.
thing is, how are we looking at a woman that surrounds herself with nothing but men?
That's true.
Surrounds herself by nothing but men.
That's true.
For me, that's a problem for me because I got a whole bunch of women back in Mississippi that is going to want to hang out with you and get to know you. You know what I'm saying? If this goes anywhere, so you let me. Well, I guess this ain't gonna go nowhere then because you don't hang with women. I got 3 daughters, 4 sisters, a whole bunch of aunts and cousins. Nah,
Right.
you're gonna have to hang around some women.
Yeah.
It said 3. These women have been crossed the wrong way by their friends, female friends, so they would normally have more male friends than female friends. Yeah, yeah, but you gotta have some friends. You know,
Right.
that's a bad.
Got to, man.
Yeah,
Got to.
and if your
You
friend's
gotta
that
be able to
bad,
trust somebody.
Right.
if your bad friend is that bad, then you might want to self-evaluate you.
Exactly. You have a fucking poor judge of character.
You ain't gonna be calling your male friend when we have relationship problems and have this. Nigga.
I know, right?
I love women that don't understand the meaning of friendship.
Wow.
Whoa, that's heavy. That's heavy right there. That's heavy coming from a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I like about it. A lot of times, bro, one thing about this and what y'all do, man, we allow people to bring their own judgment on themselves and their counterparts, right?
Mhm.
See, there's an art to be able to show and expose both sides without being an asshole.
Yeah,
right.
You see what I'm saying? Indirectly, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it in the simple fact that we don't have to say women are blah or women need kitchen and bedroom type dudes. We ain't that. There's a way to formulate on how you feel by giving a statement, positioning it in a way that people can understand it from themselves, and then they can acknowledge they bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of us going out here.
Right. Pointing fingers. Yeah. Yeah.
Point fingers. I try not to have, and I dare not have anybody that point fingers, man. At the other side, you can say what you feel like can be improved, but then you gotta balance it out by some of the shit you doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, said you want to speak on it, you good? Oh, you touched that one already. Then when you hear that,
I just think it's a weird statement, man.
yeah, it's
It
weird,
is.
that statement. Let's move to the next one. Boom. I'm seeing someone now. Now this is for the
Wait a minute.
single guys right here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Said, let me ask you something. When you hear a woman say that, now I'm gonna set this one up. This is the one where you know that you finally want to holler at her, and then she's like, I'm seeing somebody now. Like, how do you feel when that one you flirting with, and then all of a sudden she just call you and say it, or she say it? How you feel, bro?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I ain't the only shit that's on the
Why are
one
we having this conversation?
like that
Right.
I even ever came close to anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And that was
Right.
when back in high school years to where trying to talk whatever, and then all of a sudden you got a boyfriend from another school type shit. Like I done been standing outside corn dog selling for your whole work shift, and you talk about you talking to some damn body.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So after that, I mean, lesson learned. That'll never happen again.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that announcement.
No.
Yeah.
Just say, I'm nothing. Hey, I'm not interested in something. We don't want to know that you messed with somebody else. We know we messed up. We know we probably, it took a little bit long to make that move, but shit, we don't want to hear that. We don't need no report card.
Right.
Any one of y'all want to speak on that, bro?
What if she continues to have that conversation after she tells you that? Like, what if she's acting like she's interested?
Oh.
Maybe that's the fucking game she's playing.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you
How do you
something, man. It can be to make a person jealous.
Right.
Well,
She said-
Ted ain't falling for that shit.
Nah, he like, fuck that shit.
You're still wrong. You still should have done it. You should have kept your mouth closed.
There you go.
That's the question. Should we lie? No, just don't say shit.
Just don't say shit. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Just don't say shit. You done outslick yourself, baby.
For real.
Look at it. Every man should worry about himself. I don't think we worry about no other man. We just don't want to hear nothing about no other man.
Nah,
period.
I don't want to hear about this shit.
We don't want to hear nothing about another dude. You
They
know what I
don't
mean? This
exist
is
in my
how we
mind.
are.
Nothing.
Exactly. Like to me, it's like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
What was that for? I don't get it.
What's
What?
that?
Every man should worry about himself.
Yeah. What
Maybe it was the context. I don't know. I just had to speak on the simple fact we don't want to hear nothing about no other dude. We ain't worried about it. We just don't want to hear.
We don't hear that
I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell going
What?
on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Right on.
Okay, she's gonna tell us what it means. I'm gonna read number 4.
Okay, she gonna explain. Hold on, I need my hold on. This one right here, I need my fucking readers.
Yeah, I got my shit somewhere up in there.
Shit, I got mine on. Still can't see it.
She's just not into you. You miss your opportunity. She wants to hurt you because she's still in her feelings because you didn't make that move when she wanted you to.
Ah.
I'll take that though.
I'll take that.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
Challenge.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
That's it. Here it is. He said, if you're interested and she is not married, then go for what you know.
There you go. Don't
Yeah,
let
but-
that dissuade you, young man.
Oh, I'll say this though, bro. I am not in the business of competing. I ain't gonna be sword fighting. For
Right.
what? She gonna have to recognize it from the top. If she don't recognize it from the top, that's her problem. My greatness might not have been reflected at that moment for you. You know what I mean? That's
Yep,
how I
that's
feel.
true.
So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make my attempt, and then you don't follow through. Then okay, fine. I missed. Oh well, I guess I missed it. Cause
Right.
man, it's too many fishes in the sea, bro,
Yeah.
to be concerned about one situation or one person.
Right.
We just don't want to hear nothing about another nigga.
Exactly. Exactly, man.
Oh man,
It's not a competition, but to you, it's not. One thing about it is when you got a woman in the middle and 2 guys on the side,
It's a competition.
it's competition.
It's a
Yeah.
competition.
And I'm looking at her funny anyway now because she in the middle. What the fuck? Like, think about it. You got a guy here, and a woman in the middle. Like, hold on, look at you.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I ain't about to do this. I'm with you, Mark. I'm on your
Yeah.
side now.
Yeah, bro. How would I know off the top? You know off the top by your intuition, your discernment, and paying attention to the things you want.
Yo, somebody say that's called a sandwich.
It's called a sandwich, right? It is a sandwich.
Joe live.
I'm trying to figure out
Yeah.
how we got here.
And
Oh, yeah.
what,
But she's saying it because she wants you to make a move. Facts. Go ahead. Say it. You about to say something.
and what part of the relationship is that statement coming at? You know what I'm saying? Is that coming after you've been on like dating a little bit, or is it kind of like me? Because somebody could say that to their stalker ex and be like, "Hey, look, I'm seeing somebody now," or whatever it is. I mean, that can be said in several different.
Yeah, so I'm gonna clear it by saying that's one of those things where you may not have reached out to a person and then they want to give you a report of where they at.
Okay.
Like, for instance, like we use it more in the context because you gotta remember the internet is the new lounge.
Yeah.
We ain't got to go to the club no more, right?
Okay.
All you gotta do is put a nice shirt on, sit in front of your computer,
Right.
and it's popping.
Yeah,
Right.
You can be whoever you want to be.
Right. If you with somebody else, well, hey, okay, baby, just don't answer the damn inbox. How about that? If you with somebody, don't even entertain it.
Right.
How about that? That's the biggest discipline. Let's move to number 5 real quick. Boom. It's okay. I'm good. That's for the fellas too. The first thing you think when your woman says, Perry, okay,
Who?
I'm good. What's the first thing you think when she says that?
I instantly start thinking about what the fuck I did that day.
Right.
And if I'm clear that day, I keep going back. I might go back a week. I'm thinking about shit.
Yeah.
Thinking first before I even open my fucking mouth. When she say that, I'm like, now, why would she say that?
Right.
And I just said this. Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know about nobody else. I got to figure this shit out first for myself.
Hey,
What's that?
I'm gonna tell you like this. She tell me I'm good. I'm walking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because that means you good, right?
Right.
That means you good. I'm gonna fucking disappear.
Hey, Tracy over here tripping to my. I think that's the first thing dude just say. What he thinking?
Oh shit!
Say, what you hear when you hear a woman say? You be in the middle of the conversation, you ask her a question for a follow. She said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm good." What you be thinking?
All right.
Yeah, just
I'm
okay.
like,
So I'm not
okay.
say you good, you good. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Leave it alone.
All right. And in my mind, I know because I know. Look, I think that way because I know that when a woman wants you to know something, they're gonna tell you, right? When you know
Yes.
what's the name, but when they shut up, you don't have a blueprint on how to fix it, right?
No.
Like, why you good?
Can't
Right.
tempt them with food or nothing.
Like, what happened?
I'm not. Yeah, we'd be like, I'm not good.
Yeah.
Right,
So why
right.
you good? I'm not good. We both got to get good.
Right.
Hey man, I'm just saying though, at this point, man, I've learned to shut the fuck up. If she tell me
Right.
she good, she good.
She
Why
good.
do I need to dig deeper?
Right. That's a good one. What'd you say, Perry? That
I got
means
to know something. I got to know something, baby boy. No, man, you got me on that one. I can't.
Right, let's go to the next one, man. Number 6. Boom. We need to talk.
We need to talk.
That's the same thing. Same answer.
Yeah, we need to talk.
Man, that means I'm taking a long way home.
God,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking about that. I hate hearing those words.
I hate that shit.
Yeah,
That's some shit my mom used to say.
Man, that's a hard one for me too, though, bro. It's like I'm gonna go back to what Perry said. Perry be like, okay, what did I do yesterday? Okay. I just ate. All right, what did I do 2 weeks ago?
For real.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We be thinking that. Say, you want to speak on it, bro?
I mean, I've been in that spot before. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like what now? You know, is it something that, you know what I'm saying? What fabrication has she concocted up in her mind to
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm out, what you need to talk to me about? You know, I don't want to, but just all right, go ahead and say it, because I need to know if I need to really be worried about this or not.
No, you did that.
He was standing tall at first, wasn't
First.
Right, you didn't even know you did anything. You know you ain't did nothing, bro. You could have
Right,
probably
man.
went.
That shit is a trigger, man. That shit is a fucking trigger.
Hey, bro, you done went to damn. You done got baptized on Sunday. You went to Sunday school. You went to damn choir rehearsal, and you actually led vacation Bible school.
Right,
You still
right.
trying to figure out what you did wrong.
Right,
Nigga done did an Easter speech and everything.
right. What I
I
do?
mean, man. I tell people all the time, everybody thinks, oh, you scared of your wife, you scared of your wife. No, it's not fear, man. It's just not wanting to have to deal with something I can avoid.
Yeah,
if I can avoid this shit, I'm avoiding it.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not fear.
Not at all.
Well, I say
Everybody
this. I say it's a good. I think there's degrees to everything. It's a good fear to have because the fear is that she's not happy.
Yeah, that's true. That's
right?
true.
Not that she's gonna whoop my ass,
Right.
but the fact that she's not
Exactly.
happy. Because I heard Mike, and what made me realize that too, bro. Mike Tyson said his thing. You know, he didn't change. He's been married. Him and his wife are doing very well. He said, if you don't fear your wife, something wrong. Right? If you don't fear that the things that she's provided and secure in, if you don't fear that, because that fear is what keep you going, really.
Yeah.
It's almost like the fear of being indirect or being broke. right? We work hard because we fear that we don't be able to afford things that we want. That's a good fear to have. It's a motivational. For me, it's a motivational thing.
No, it
A
is.
motivational fear
Yeah.
to do better.
Yeah.
You know what I
Tell
mean?
you
Yeah, but now we ain't scared. I mean, you know, we know we got get some shit thrown at us or whatever.
Yeah,
or some
yeah, you
word.
just want to avoid it, you know.
Yeah, you just don't want to
see
avoid
her
that shit.
sad and shit.
Yeah, it's a
so,
different type of fear.
It's a different type of fear. Yeah, it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that fear is reciprocated through her. She want to make sure you straight.
Yeah.
Any woman that wants you gonna make sure that she gonna feel that you ain't straight. Soon as she feel like you ain't straight, that's when she gets concerned, right?
Right.
That's a fear that she ain't doing something that she ain't supposed to be doing, and it's okay.
Yep.
Right? Because sometimes when you don't feel shit, you let the shit you don't care nothing about it, and then we always know if we don't take care of it, you don't care nothing about it. Somebody else will.
He was trying to figure out a way to say it.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody will come through that motherfucking front door, or excuse me, that window.
Yeah.
All she wrote.
We need
All right,
to talk.
boom. How does this look on me? It doesn't look good. I put it in quotation. Like, what the first thing you think when your wife puts something on? Right.
does this
It's trying to
look
look
on
on me
me?
and it doesn't look good.
This my thing, man. I'm so fucking tired of telling her that shit look good on her or she look good in my eyes. I don't even fucking say that shit anymore. I'll just be like, oh, you straight. You straight. Because I've said this shit so many fucking times. Like, what is it going to take for you to understand that ain't nothing much you can do wrong in my eyes?
Yeah. Same shit I be telling Monique.
Yeah.
Same shit I be telling her.
Right.
But if some shit look crazy, like,
Right.
I'm gonna be like, nah,
Yeah.
we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, that
shit
ain't the
here.
move. I will say that. Because she'll do that shit for me, too.
Yeah, 'cause
Mhm.
you making it look like we on the welfare right now. We're not gonna wear this.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say, you know, I've heard this this before. They say men are we're not honest because we want to protect the woman's feelings in certain cases, right? Sometimes, you know what I mean? I know it ain't right, ladies, but I think sometimes we possibly do it. Anybody can speak on it and say it. Do you think that we kind of bend the truth to protect their feelings?
Yeah, I think that's, I mean, a lot of times, you know, men will bend the truth, or, you know, but I feel like that's due to a lack, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you can learn to communicate with your woman and let her know whether something looks good on her or not, and do it in a way that she will accept it. You know what I'm saying? Even when she asks type of question, you can learn how to talk to her, whatever. I'm not if it's all right, it was good. But if I'm gonna point something out, it's probably gonna be something that I know she'll agree with, something she won't want to go out and do, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I also know, like, at the end of the day, you've been talking about them shoes for 3 weeks and you want to wear it so bad, and they not perfect, but if you know, I gotta let you go through it, because if not, you gonna be still crying about them shoes. So I'll let you figure it out for yourself.
Hey, to piggyback on that though, how much of it is them really wanting to know if they look good, or they just need some validation in that moment?
I mean,
probably all encompassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may be an all-encompassing thing. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
thinking when it's something doesn't look bad, but at the same time, think about if your woman is going out too revealing and she says, "Does this look good on me?" and you be like,
Hey, one of the greatest answers I ever heard when it comes to that was this guy was like, "Yeah, that's okay, but I think you look better than this."
Wow.
Yeah, I think you look better than this one right here. You talking about
And like you said,
that's a
men will bend the truth, and we will, to spare feelings. And I hope they do the same for us, which I know they do.
Oh, they do. They do.
I know.
They do.
Yeah.
But
and they do it. They touch your shoulder and shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want you going out looking crazy right now, and you with me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't about to have on a plaid and checkered shirt,
right,
with camouflage on the back, and think we about to get, you know, I'm like, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
But so I'll just say not that.
Hey, when they bend the truth, they tell you something like, "Honey, don't you think you need it?" And they brush your shoulder off and give you a little something to think about when they ask you the question, right?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Right.
Well, I'm glad they don't. It's not. Sometimes it's another way of misdirection too. So we all do it. I think I've heard women say, "Well, men don't know how to be honest." I mean, we all at some point are not honest with each other.
Yeah.
And not saying it's right, but sometimes at some point, now there's certain degrees to it. Now, some things we got to be honest about, but some shit is
Yeah.
gonna get us in trouble.
Yeah, but
If
that's
you're
just a
not
part of being human.
right.
That's just a part of being human. You don't want to hurt that person, feelings or
Mhm.
whatever.
Right. We'll go to the next one. We almost done. Boom. Ex-boyfriend gave her, or so and so's husband gave her this, an
Wow.
item or whatever. I don't know if y'all ever dealt with that, you fellas, but have you ever felt that your wife has or said, or in any relationship, that your significant other is using that as a comparison to what you are not maybe giving? What do you think about that?
Never dealt with that.
Buzz' boyfriend gave her a so and so. How do you look at that? Do you
Well,
think that's
he told me that she give him head every night.
Touchdown.
Said for the win.
Touchdown.
right? The comparison thing. Have you ever been caught up in a
that's a
situation like
good-ass
that?
comeback.
Slade? Have you ever been caught up in a situation like that ever?
I don't think it was a thing of a comparison.
Yeah,
because that type of shit is not gonna work with me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because like just recently, one of her friends, her husband bought her a brand new truck or whatever the fuck, just out the blue, like on a Wednesday. And I'm like, well, shit, now that nigga got a new car note. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that comparison shit, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't never experienced that one.
Yeah, that's a manipulation tool.
Oh yeah.
To get what you want. It's almost like, again, back to the competition thing. And I would say in a lot of cases, from what I've gathered, I don't know if I can be corrected, but they say that women compete against each other more than they do to get the man. It's a competition. It's a woman's competition.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's all the cosmetics, because men don't care about that. So that's not for men. We don't care about your lashes. We don't care about your long weave and all that stuff. We don't care about implants. We don't care about none of that.
I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions, especially being single. Say that's a big misconception as far as women saying, "Well, we do it because that's what y'all want." That's not what we want.
True.
Not true, because I'm gonna tell you what I want.
That turnaround came about, but I think back as far as I know, it was, we already know that women dress for other women and not really for us or for themselves or whatever it was.
Right.
They flipping around and saying that that's what we want. Nah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the part of I guess, not for nothing, but if they're stuck in the social media world and going through and watching what you might click on and what you might like, whatever it is, and thinking that that's what you want. No, that ain't what I want, but that's just the button that's on there for me to operate this social media thing right here. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. I like both, or I like this, or I like that. Or yeah, I kind of didn't like the way she was dressed, or she had a fat ass, or whatever it might be in your type of situation. But then they think, oh, well, he liked that, so that's what he wants. Nah, that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What it's gonna be.
Turn your camera sideways again, said. I say I don't give them about what the next relationship have going on. If you do have that poly relationship with them, I'm still going to sleep well at night. She said, well, if you do then go have that poly relationship with them. Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's
that
true.
Comparison. Hell yeah. Nah, boom. Fine, go ahead and do what you want to do. What is your
don't fall for that.
Don't fall for it.
Yeah.
That is a trap, my friend.
You'll be living out of your goddamn luggage for about 2 months. I ain't lying.
That's a fucking trap, sir.
Nah, you don't want to do that.
Nah.
And then if it backfires, they're gonna remind you, well, I told you to do what you want to do anyway, but you went ahead and did it.
Right.
Man, don't you ever be that big a fool.
Like that.
Oh my God.
Girl came to me and said, "Oh, he, ex-boyfriend bought X and X and X for her, whatever it is." And I had that conversation of like, so what? You know what I'm saying? That's them. This is whatever it is. 3 weeks later, come to find out, now she coming to me and be like, "Oh, he was cheating on her and this and that and whatever it was."
Wow.
I'm like, "You go do that too?" You know what I'm saying? Stop. That's why I told you, don't be comparing what they doing to what we doing.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And this right here, go ahead and do what you want to do, man. That's like you said, that's a trap, bro.
Definitely.
I mean, because it's almost like I read that it's like if we together, we're supposed to be making the situation the same. We're supposed to be making that particular move lockstep.
Yeah.
Right. The moment you say that, you're separating us anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All the faults falling on your ass.
All faults falling up. Well, yeah. We got to get back to the table. You get in this mindset right here, we got to get back to the table because one, it is, excuse me, it is a trap, and then it also shows a weakness in our team, right? Because I still supposed, and that's why it's important. I'm gonna say this, you guys can chime in on this. I mean, fellas, in order to be a leader, you have to learn how to listen. Leaders listen. Leaders don't just, you have leaders that are, what do you call them, like dictators.
Dictators, yeah.
Right. But the real leaders that get revered are the ones that listen to who they need to listen to.
Yeah, yeah.
Like being married, how do y'all feel about that, fellas?
Oh yeah, man, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. You gotta be able to read the room.
Oh, for real.
Gotta be able to read the room.
What do they call it? Taking social cues?
Taking social cues, exactly.
Yeah, you gotta be able to do. Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, you can't just bark out orders.
Tell Vince,
Vince, come on back in.
To link us back in.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, he jumped right back in there. Go ahead. Say what you say, bro.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, yeah, that's a fact, man. Leaders should listen. Like we saying, read the room, social cues. You can't just be barking out orders and shit, expect motherfuckers to fall in line.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, especially like leading a household, you gotta know everybody's specific needs, man. You can't it's not one size fits all.
Temperament, and you can't deal with this one the way you deal with this one.
Right.
You can't say this to this one, but you can say it to the other one. So you gotta, you gotta pay attention. You really gotta pay attention, bro.
Say it. You want to speak on it, brother?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that. I mean, that's a part of leadership. You know what I'm saying? You have to know how to follow. You have to know when to step back and kind of, take advice. Heed good advice and not just barking out orders. Because if you lead and out of fear or whatever, you know what I'm saying, trying to be domineering, that's a weak foundation to build the future upon. Because you ain't gonna always be the strongest one. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
To be the asshole all this time.
Right. So number 9, that statement comes from a closed-minded person who do know how to communicate properly, and it's hurtful. Yeah, that's facts. Fine, go. Yeah, right. You got to be able to make these decisions together. All right. Last but not least, number 9. Boom. What do you have planned today?
that means scratch what you got planned today.
You're done, sir. You're done.
Yeah, boy.
You're done.
What you got?
But see,
hold on.
I get it 2 days prior.
So what you say?
What you got going on Saturday?
Right. Right.
What? Yeah.
Right. Hey, so okay, let me ask y'all a question. I wonder this. Do you guys have a rule of, okay, I'm gonna say this, a rules of engagement. This is the rules of engagement. I'm gonna call it that, which would be, if you want me to do something, you got to give me 48 hours and don't spring it on me what you want. Like, is there a time frame for y'all, or?
Oh yeah.
What's your typical time frame?
I got a time frame. And then with her, she'll throw that shit out like on Tuesday of this week, and the event is fucking Friday of next week, and I'll forget. And I'd be like, what the fuck? And she'd be like, I told you last Tuesday we was, you know. So yeah, it's definitely some rules of engagement. That shit don't work on my side though. She'll take that shit up in a heartbeat.
Oh,
Yeah. How do you handle stuff like that? When you hear that, like, Perry, do you hear that as being like, oh, she's getting ready to plan something for you, bro?
yeah. That's all I get. I got something going on. Like I tell her all the time, make my mind up, please. One day I'm doing this, the next day I'm doing that. So yeah, if I'm getting asked, oh, what do you got going on this day, or what do you got planned?
Right.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Say, you want to speak on that right there, bro?
Yes, I mean, I think it's the same day. It's the same way for the single life. If she hitting you up saying, what do you have planned today? You know, and I don't know if it's going to be an airport run or that, you know, and something that she might want to take up some of your time for.
Look, watch that. Boom. She wants to know if she's incorporated your plans for the day.
Bullshit. I call bullshit on that one.
That's not true.
She don't care about your plans for the day.
No.
Just
Just letting you know, clear your calendar.
Clear because your plans were about to change.
Yeah, I think she said she wants to know if she is incorporating your plan, meaning that whatever you're gonna do, is it with me? That's what she's saying, I think.
Yeah, if that's what you got planned.
If that's what she got planned, yeah.
Because it may be by yourself if you ain't gave me enough time to even figure it out.
Right.
I feel you, man. But yeah, I wanted to go through that, especially with 4 man. That was the last one, man. I wanted to go through that before we can end it that way, man. Because I think that, you know, even though we're different, we just showed an example of how sometimes we're alike, right? And it goes back to so we might as well just circle back and say, going back to the simplistic part of us, right? We have 4 different men. You got 2 men that are married, 2 men that are not married. We both have different status at this point, but we all innately have those things that we similar in. The simple stuff.
Simple stuff.
You know, we 4 different people from 4 different sides of the globe, right? But we all can say, this is an example of us saying, let's just keep it simple, ladies. Like we don't really ask for a whole lot. So let's close by saying, how can I'm gonna say this? I'm gonna start with said. So said, how can you relay a message to women to say, how can they keep it simple, or how can they not over complicate their interactions with the person they're dating?
Right. Stop overthinking and take all the guesswork out of it for yourself. Want to know what he like, ask him. Pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Just do, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention and listen. The same way that, you know, he courts you and kind of know what you like. Learn the same thing about him. And that's it.
Yeah. Slaves, what you got to say about that, man? Like,
because in my situation, my wife is a planner. So my advice to her is always just turn your brain off for a minute, because she always thinking, she's trying to think of every scenario that could possibly happen. It could be the most far-fetched shit ever. You know what I mean? But she's gonna fucking try to strategize a plan for that shit. So I have to tell her to turn her brain off, man. And I got to give her space and to feel comfortable turning her brain off.
How do you do that? How do you build? What kind of space is that? How do you create that space?
Just by taking the lead on some shit. You know what I mean? Taking the lead, like, okay, y'all know you want fucking 1,000 balloons and 1,000 roses, but how about we just get 2 candles?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Simplify shit.
Simplify. Right. So what about you, Perry? Speak on that, man. Like, how can a woman, like, as far as giving the women some advice on keeping it simple, like, what are some other things you can kind of
just man, it's real easy. Just keep it simple. Like, who you were to get them, stay that person.
Yeah.
Like, don't change up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say that goes both ways, but we're speaking to the ladies right now.
Right, we're speaking to the ladies, definitely.
Whatever you did to get
real.
Like I said.
What he say?
Say it again.
Be that person for real. The person that you get them.
Yeah.
Don't take the mask off after you move in. And
that's what I'm saying. Yep.
Be that person. Because I'm like, well, I am the same person, but nah, you hit it. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah. And not only that, man, like give everybody deserves a little grace. So
Mm.
like if you're meeting later on in life, just know, like I said earlier, everybody comes with something. Just a little
Mhm.
grace. And
Yep.
just be nice. Ladies, goddamn be
Yeah.
nice. Try to be nice.
So be nice.
Golly.
And every man you meet was not the last man that
There
you
you go.
face.
Right.
That's is that simple. You got to have a clean slate, and if you can't clean that slate, then you may need to go back and retool. You know, you got to go back and retool on who you are as a person. If you can't, you know, if you just start overthinking, the worst thing, especially out, you know, dating is someone that's skepticism
Mhm.
while you out there. You can't be dating skeptical of everything. You
Yeah.
overcomplicating it, right? Then how you overcomplicate it is your mind don't it's not where it needs to be, right? And sometimes you gotta sit down and start all over. Even in marriages, you gotta sit down and start all over
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
constantly,
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
constantly.
yeah. All right, well, see, anything y'all want to say to people out there, bro? It's open. In closing, anything you want to put out there? It's a conversation about tonight. What's your thoughts and advice? I mean, go ahead, Sledge.
Hey, like we said from the beginning, I need to be wanted
Mm,
as well as needed.
right.
And the motto for the night, I guess, is fucking keep it simple.
Man, keep it simple.
Dang.
Nobody's complicated.
Hey, make me a sandwich, give me some head, and shut the fuck up.
Boom.
Yeah.
Will you marry me?
I told you he was y'all heard the boo. I told you there's caveman playing fistone over there, man. Straight over there, bopping them on the head with the cane with the goddamn bat.
Oh man.
Yeah,
But I'm
man.
gonna take good care of you when I get you in that
That's
cage,
it.
girl.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And ladies,
Yeah,
who,
man.
for those who in
Just
church
be
who see
decent
this,
people.
y'all was late. Y'all was late for church. Hey, it's obviously it's working because for over 50% of the people who do it, it ain't working. So obviously, these two gentlemen been married for 20 years plus, been knowing their wives for over 20. You see what I'm saying? What's been working has been working, and it's been working for them. Because some people can't make it work for them at all. That's why people get divorced.
That's it.
Right, that's how people get divorced. Go ahead, your thoughts on the night, man, and anything you want to share, bro.
Yeah, I mean, great conversation. I appreciate the insight and seeing, y'all two in the game for so long and being married and holding it down all the times together. You know what I'm saying? From what you said, y'all made in 86?
86, bro.
86, yeah.
Yeah.
We was motherfucking safety patrols
Man.
together.
Farrington Elementary.
Farrington
Panthers.
Elementary, Mark.
Panthers. And I've been knowing
Snitches.
since then. I've been knowing since in third, and I know his wife.
Yeah.
That's the weird
Yeah.
part about it. That's the weird
Yeah.
part. Not even the weird. This is one. I mean, this is what it is, man. It's kind of hard to circle back to a lot of guys 40 years later.
Right.
I know.
Everybody ain't everybody, man. And sometimes
That's it,
people
bro.
have to take a break to circle back around. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say about mindset. You know, at this age, again, ladies, most men, I would hope and think, if you're not, fellas, get your shit together. But most men around this age, again, we want to keep it simple. Like we just say, that's the thing for the night, keeping it simple. But we also want to, fellas, make it simple on ourselves. You know what I mean, and not be so overbearing, and learn how to listen to a woman. Sometimes we make the worst mistakes by not taking in. Right.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you're gonna make the decision, but you at least need to listen and add it to
Yeah.
what you already thinking.
Yeah.
You know, I've been married before. I can speak on that, but that even when you dating, you got to practice that now. Sometimes because women got access to a lot of things, fellas. Right? Like they connected.
Yeah.
Right? They connected.
Yep.
They connected, and ladies, your connection does not. It ain't for everybody. He got to earn whatever it is you can offer.
Yeah.
Period.
Period.
Perry, go ahead. Perry, go ahead. Last thing you want to add to, or your thoughts on the night show?
Oh yeah, man. The theme of the show, man, keeping it simple, man.
Keeping it simple, man.
We're not complicated, ladies. I promise you, we are not.
Mm-hmm.
Love, kindness, love, and respect to go a long way with us. Long
Yeah,
way.
man. Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely say that. Yeah, y'all talk more about y'all podcast too, man.
Yeah, the Husband Show podcast. We're on all the socials. Our actual podcast videos go up on YouTube. They're up there now. You can check that out. Husband Show podcast, and it's just been 4 brothers. Well, 5. We got
5 now,
John. Yeah,
yeah.
he's in Virginia. He chimes in sometimes, man. We just talk about being fathers, man, fatherhood, and being husbands. Like it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, our shit is like therapy, bro. We get together every week. We talk about shit with these fucked up kids. I mean, these kids of ours. You know what I mean? Things we're going through with our wives, man. Things we've been through. Because we've all done our share of fucking up. You know, me and this cat have been around to witness each other's fuck up. But, you know, but yeah, so it's like therapy, man. It's therapy every week.
Yeah, and just for men to jump in on something like this from both perspectives, y'all see what's going on, and we know what's going. You know, we can see the other side of the fence. And the great thing about us, the 2 men that are not married, is the fact that we can definitely, you know, I think the mistakes of, and I want to touch this point. I think that most men shouldn't marry into their late 30s anyway, to be honest, because we don't know ourselves when we 20.
Right.
Like, we all over the place, right? And women are, it's an art to women. We don't learn that till later. Let's be honest, bro. Because when we not 20s and 30s and stuff like that, and we married, bro, we beating our chest, bro. Can't nobody tell us nothing.
Right.
You know, what I'm
still
saying?
tied to the streets.
Tied to the streets, man, and that don't break the later on.
No.
They don't. I mean, some of them old ways. Even if you married, you still gotta disengage from that testosterone.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest lesson for me. You know what I mean? What about you, Sid? You been divorced. What was the biggest lesson for you?
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, I mean, like even going into it, yeah. I mean, I wasn't. You know, it was more like the thing to do at the time and lining up than me really being mentally, you know, because at first I knew I wasn't ready. You know, we had bought the ring. Every time I walked by a fine girl, I would take it off. But then I started, you know, but she'd been here with me through this, and that, and I started leaving it on. And I really went into it with that whole, you know, trying to do the right thing and focus on myself being the man and being the head and being the whatever and providing. I didn't really ask a whole lot of requirements of her, or you know, gauge on how much she was gonna be there sometimes for me. You know what I'm saying? So that was my own, you know, kind of backing it up and understanding, not just because it's the thing to do, but do you really want to do this? Why you're doing this? Talking it out and stuff.
Yeah. Well, so, man, that's a good way to close it out, man. So look, check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and just close out with everybody on here, fellas. We're gonna have it topped up for a little bit more. Sure. Hey, guess what? We may even come back, may add another fella, mix it up. Because I think, honestly, one of the biggest things I've heard about this whole thing about us getting together, man, the women have been beating the drum about men coming on this particular platform. And I don't have a problem mixing it up, consistency, and we, you know, do probably something else. We may do one specific topic, man, but we can always come back in another 2 weeks and throw a topic out there. And ladies, if you have something you want to answer, we will. I'll do one more week of the fellas, man, because I have a lot of women that come on. I think some of the women definitely want to hear more from men, and we'll just keep that going, keep that thing going. So it's every other Sunday, and then after that, you know, we're gonna keep it rolling again. But other than that, we appreciate everybody. Said you ain't got to say anything for everybody, man. Real quick, what you got going? Said is a stand-up comedian. Hey, you doing any shows or something, bro? Or you just kind of like?
Yeah, I'm getting that back. I'm getting back and then starting and doing some comedy around. So it'll be something coming up, you know, here sometime in the near future. Other than that, comedy thing, I'm doing hosting the Wednesday night poetry night at Club Euro in Marietta. It's a vibe. People come out, you know what I'm saying, like grown folks vibe, come out and share some thoughts, and you know, turns into good conversation as well sometimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out there and holler at you, bro. I didn't know you was out there, way. Say it look like one of them. He like a jailhouse comment. That nigga look mean, don't he, bro? You gonna laugh at
Hey,
this,
man.
you gonna laugh at this joke. Didn't I say the damn cat crossed the damn street?
Laugh, bitches.
All right, then, man. Y'all have a good night, man.
All
All
right.
right, man.